Okay, going live on
Your
YouTube.
show will go live in 5
Hey,
seconds.
everybody.
Four, three, two, one.
And the radio simulcast is.
Blog Talk Radio.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Angelic View radio show. I'm your host, Maria Maas, coming to you live today from beautiful Bonita Springs, Florida. And joining me is my fabulous co-host, Dax Carlisle, coming to you from Tucson, Arizona. And we're here to help you connect with angels so that you can live your best life. Hey, Dax.
How
Hello,
you doing?
everybody.
What's the
I'm
name of
doing well.
what's the name of the town in Florida you just mentioned that you and Artie kind of like retired? Well, you're snowbirds. You go back and forth.
Yes,
Yeah.
back and forth.
Like a lot of
Yes.
people here in Arizona actually do, and especially where I live.
Yeah.
What's the name of the town? Is Bonita?
Bonita Springs. So it's
Oh, so
Spanish for pretty,
footprint. Yeah.
Bonita, Bonita Springs.
Pretty Springs or Beautiful Springs. Yeah, that's pretty
Yes. Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm here in
And
Tucson.
very warm here.
It's really funny because like I'm listening to oh, my mom has like QVC on or the jewelry channel or whatever, and
Uh-huh.
and I hear them talking about, well, when I was at the Gem and Mineral Show in Tucson, Arizona, it's so hilarious that we're a destination, and my co-host on Tarot today, Mary, actually came out here with her
I
husband
remember
Perry.
that. I
Yeah,
remember.
Perry was teaching ballet, was on a trip coming out to Tucson to teach at the U of A ballet. And
Mhm.
it just happened to coincide with the Gem and Mineral Show. And oh my God, we all had a great time. And then I took Mary around to because we have tons of, gem stores here
Mhm.
all year long, and then we went to the Gem and Mineral Show. And oh my God, so cool. But
That sounds like a lot of fun. I remember my husband
mm,
Artie and I, we had originally planned to take a trip out towards your neck of the woods. I really would, you and I, we've been working together for how many years now, doing all of these shows on different radio networks and everything
13
over the
years.
years. But we haven't met in person. And I really hope that one of these days, my husband and I will make it out there and we will be able to hook up with you and get to all go out and have a good time together.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing all these years. Mary and I think Renee and her husband were the only people from the Tarot Guild or from the radio shows that I ever met in person.
Yeah.
And so I met Mary here for the Gem and Mineral Show here in Tucson, and I met Renee and her husband. They were in San Diego when I was living in San Diego and stopped over, and that was really cool. She's since passed, I believe, in
Yes, that was so sad. She
that
was
was
a really
jarring.
wonderful person. It was shocking.
Yeah, I think you were the one that actually messaged me and say, "Hey, did you know Reed
Yeah.
passed away?" I'm like, "No, that's
It
terrible."
it, it was I was stunned because
Mm,
just talking to her, on Facebook and little messages here and there.
right.
Uh I, wow, I was and there's been a lot of losses in the past year or so. Just terrible. Rachel Pollack. And
Okay.
I luckily I have had the opportunity to meet with her in person several times, and over the years she lived in an area in upstate New York, um, very close to where we go for the season when we leave Florida and we head up to New York for the season in the Hudson Valley, and we were not far from where she lived. And it's just really
Mm.
sad. I mean, there's more people. I don't, want to get on this this sad note here, but I think they're around us
Yeah,
today and
call
cheering
it
us on
call into the
because
show. There's the number. Call into the
yeah,
show and let's chat about other things, right?
yeah. Let's talk about happier things. But you know what? They're
Yeah.
they're there and they. obviously it was meant for us to mention their names today, or it wouldn't happen.
Yes, you ever notice that? It's
Yes.
um there is so much synchronicity and everything on these shows, when I'm here with you or
Hmm.
with Mary, and like when we're doing readings and we're using tarot cards, and we're getting the same cards or the same
Hmm.
meanings. It's just unbelievable. I did want to, tell everybody that they can call in, because we're a live call-in radio show.
Hmm.
714-816-4628, and press 1 on your dial pad as soon as you get through. That lets us know you want to be live on air. Now, if you just want to listen to the show, you can also dial in and just listen. But if you want to be on the air with us, press 1 on your dial pad when you get through. One more time, I'm going to give that number out: 714-816-4628. I see a bunch of people calling in now, and
Yes.
some of them have their hands raised. This is great. Also want to mention in the chat, weird things in my YouTube chat, on the YouTube channel. Because, oh,
Hmm.
by the way, I guess I should mention that we are live
Yeah.
on YouTube. You can actually see
Yeah.
me and Maria, but you can join us in the chat. And there's something weird going on. Like, I had to refresh YouTube 3 times to get the chat feed to come up. So
Wow.
if you're listening to us or watching us and having any issues, just refresh the page 2 or 3 times. And then if you're listening to us through the Psychic Talk Radio Network, maybe you're on blogtalkradio.com or some other media outlet listening to us live, or on one of our websites, come over to YouTube. You can actually see us
Right.
and hang out in the chat. And just like with calling in, maybe you can't call in. Maybe you're at work or something like that, or it's too loud where you are or something like that. You can always ask questions right here in the chat on YouTube. Anything you want to know about numerology, angels, tarot, about the Tarot Guild, the International Association of Angel Practitioners, and also, of course, a mini reading. If you want something general, just type in there, please pull a card for me. And if you have a specific question, just go ahead and put the specific question in the chat. Don't stand on ceremony. There's no list to get on, nothing like that. Just type it right in there and we'll get to it in the order that you guys type it in the chat there. So, Maria, can you believe it's December?
No, I feel like we just got back here from New York. We
Yeah.
arrived in the beginning of October here in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and it just uh, once Halloween comes and goes, it just everything just flies after that. It seems the season just goes crazy. All the hustle and bustle, running around trying to get the house decorated, get your gifts, do your promotional offers
Yeah.
and things like that. And
Because you got Black
uh,
Friday and Cyber Monday and
yeah, I mean all of that. And let me tell you, I did some shopping myself this year. I took
me
advantage of
too.
some of those sales.
Yeah. Mostly everything I got was practical. One gift for mom, and
Hmm.
everything else I actually bought stuff for my businesses, and a
Hmm.
lot of it was various computer programs, and WordPress plugins and things like that to build websites, because I'm like going all in on
Hmm.
building websites in 2024. That was suggested to me by multiple people, including Ellie on the Tarot Guild board, and
Hmm.
she comes on these shows. You probably have seen her, and she's great. She's younger, and she does web design. And she said,
Right.
you did all these websites like for the Tarot Guild, Psychic Talk. I also have done them for like veteran service organizations, American Legion, VFW, DAV.
Hmm.
I did it for a magazine. I built one for a magazine in Southern California.
Hmm.
And she's like, why don't you do that as a side hustle business thing, make more money? I'm like, a lot of people have told me that, so I'm just going to do that.
I think
And
I told
so,
you that way back.
yeah, you probably told me once,
Yeah.
over the years.
Yes.
And I'm stubborn. I want to just stick with the guild and everything. But you know, I actually honestly have much more fun building the banners for the shows, building the pages and the posts, and doing the things on the website than actually doing what we do. Than actually,
Really?
I have more
Oh,
fun And so I decided, oh, Black Friday, I didn't go out and buy anything frivolous. I looked for the sales, got the best deals, and got like stuff to um page building plugins and
Mm-hmm.
things to make whiz bang websites, so that's what I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
into. By the way, I'm going to be rebuilding psychitalk.net. I've already moved the entire website from our old hosting to new hosting. By the way, that's
Mm-hmm.
something else I got was new hosting. And oh
Mm-hmm.
God, is it fun? Great hosting we've got now. And the website, psychitalk.net, folks, just pops right up now. And I'm going to be completely rebuilding that website, and then the Tarot Guild, I'm still figuring that out, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if I want to stay on Ning. We were on Ning originally, then we left
Yes.
back, and but the thing is it's getting expensive, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a great platform, but all the stuff on there, I don't think people take advantage of it. And as far as the courses and things, and the things that we provide through our membership at the guild, I like the way you're doing the CAP course now, the Certified Angel Practitioner course. On
Mm-hmm.
You have your website, and
Right.
it's seamless, where you click on the course and it takes you're actually on this other platform that
Right.
provides the course, but it looks seamless. And I just
Right.
love that. And
Right.
by the
Thank you.
way,
I did that all myself.
yes, and you did all by
Yeah.
yourself. And
Yeah.
by the way,
A lot of work.
the only reason I noticed that was because you were telling me about the sale on the CAP course for the holiday. Why
Yeah.
don't you tell people about that?
Sure. I'm running a holiday sale. It'll run from now through the holidays, and I've further reduced the cost of the course
Mm-hmm.
to its original introductory price when I relaunched. What was it? Was it last year I relaunched the course? I think it was last year I relaunched
Yeah,
it because
or a year and a
not
half
our
ago.
original one back in 2015. It was actually more than. Um, but then I relaunched it at a crazy price, and I figured let me do that now for the holidays, and I put it at just $44. That's that, four
Hmm.
fours,
Yeah.
44, not 444, just 44.
Yeah, not the
And
angel number 444.
no, not the full angel number 444, but people still look at 44
Yeah,
as angelic as well.
angelic.
So I try to keep that going,
Core
and
structure, folks.
but right, it's very affordable. It's totally self-paced. You buy the course, you keep it. It's not like it's going to expire in a certain amount of time. I totally revamped the original course. I just had somebody asking me yesterday or the day before
Hmm.
about somebody that has already taken the course and been certified from back in 2015.
Yeah.
She was interested in a refresher, and she sees that the price is excellent, so she says, oh, I'm thinking of doing a refresher. She says, is there new content in there as well? And I said, yes, there is. That was the whole point of revising the course. I took the best stuff out of the original one that I created in 2015, and
Yeah.
of course, we're all learning and growing as time goes on, so I put in new things that I've learned. I've kind of upgraded, if you want to say. I
Hmm.
streamlined it. The original course was recorded live, and we were talking like this between ourselves. And now it's all on this
Just the
educational
content.
platform. The content is, I took a content from the original one, and I streamlined it, and I
Oh,
added new content in with it. So now it's a second edition because it has new content, and there's audio
yeah.
clips in it, so that you don't have to. If you prefer to read a lot of the information, you can by all means. But I have everything. It's like an audio book,
Mm.
but it has all the text there too, so you could read along with it. Then I have meditations that I recorded
Oh,
myself in there. So you have that in there to work with. There's a discussion feature where you can post questions, and we can, discuss things back and forth if you have questions. And also other people that are in there can do that as well. And it's it's very easy to follow, and you can check out the whole course outline if you go to mariagmaas.com. MARIAGMAAS. That's my name, mariagmaas.com. And right on the home page, you'll see a big button that says the Certified Angel Practitioner course. Like Dax says, you click on it, takes you right to where the actual course is, the servers that it's on and the website that it's on, which, like you said, it looks exactly like my website. You won't really realize.
I gotta say something though. I gotta say, you know, it's interesting that you have it on sale now for 44, and I remember when it was 444, the angel number. I remember when it was $444.
Yes, and we did sell the courses at those prices.
Yes.
I mean,
yes,
and a lot of them,
and we sold a lot of them at that price. So
yes,
you know,
yes.
nowadays people are getting additional information revamped and paying a fraction of what.
A fraction of it. It's not going to stay at this price. This is just,
no, but
it was an introductory
amazing
offer at first. Then the price went up. People bought it, you know, at a little bit higher price. And my intention was to put it out there and make it completely affordable. So anybody that really wants to grab it will grab it. If somebody wants to, like you say, take a refresher and get some of that new content, they could grab it at a reasonable price as well. And it's eventually going to go up. But for now, for the holidays, I have it at just $44. So again, and you could also get to it from angelpractitioners.com, the I.A.A.P.
Saw that too.
Which is that's our organization, and we're all connected. They're sponsors of the Angelic B radio show, as is the Tarot Guild. So either one of those websites, if you go to them, mariagmaas.com or angelpractitioners.com, you can get to the course.
So we're going to go over to phone line soon. This is when you want to get in there. And I see some callers that don't have their hands raised. So if you just got on the switchboard, go ahead and press 1 on your dial pad if you want to be live on air with us. Otherwise, we assume you're just listening, and that's perfectly fine as well. 714-816-4628. That's 714-816-4628. Press 1, and we'll get to the phone call shortly. Let me double check the chat here. Not seeing any questions in the chat yet. So if anybody is watching on YouTube and you're in the chat, go ahead and request a reading in there or for us to pull cards. Before we do that, Maria, I always like to tell people about the numerology for the day. And I pull a card of the day. And the way I pull my card of the day is I do the shuffling, then I cut the deck. The card on the bottom, I call it the heart of the matter, cutting to the heart of the matter. Put this part on top of this part, and take the heart of the matter card off the bottom, and I take the card of the day off the top. And it was very interesting today. First, I want to say, obviously, December 3rd, 3 is creativity and communication. The entire date reduces to 4, which we were just talking about with the 44. It's structure. Think of a box or a room, you know, structure. And so, you know, this time of year when things are winding down, you know, and we're reflecting on the year, looking at, you know, what did we put on the back burner in the beginning of the year that's still on the back burner that we should just get rid of, you know, literally and figuratively cleaning out the closets, things like that. It's also a time to look forward to 2024 and think to yourself, which, by the way, is going to be an 8 year, which is what? Double structure, 448. That's right. So we're going to, and it's a year of abundance, but you need that foundation for the abundance. You need structure, you know, and that energy is coming up today. And this is what I'm getting with the cards. So I got the 2 of Swords, and, you know, that's usually swords or thoughts and ideas. So it's like 2 thoughts or ideas like crossing each other. Okay. And it can also be just like a decision not being made. You know, she's got the blindfold on there. She either doesn't know which path to take or is unwilling to commit and take a path. And then I also got 8 of Pentacles. Oh, love the synchronicities. We were just talking about the 8 year coming up and everything, you know, and he's hard at work there building all those witches. This is what I'm getting, Mary. Sorry, I'm so used
That's
to.
That's all right. That is okay.
Maria, What I'm getting is the message today, and I feel there's a lot of, and this card also speaks to this, Maria, analysis paralysis, they call it. You know, spending too much time analyzing it all. So I'm referring to building, using your creativity, that 3 energy, and then also the date, the 4 structure energy, and building foundations for 2024. And I feel like a lot of people are spinning their wheels. They're like trying to get everything just right and all. And the message coming, yeah, and the message coming through today is, if you're paralyzed and not able to move, move forward. What you need to do is just go for it. You need to jump in, and just start making he's making the widgets. Look, he's already made 7 widgets. He's working on the 8th widget there, And so the whole idea is, learn as you go, improve on your product or service as you go. If you're starting a YouTube channel and making videos, make each video a little bit better each time. But just get started making videos. Don't wait till they're absolutely perfect before you upload something. So that's an example. So that's what I'm getting with the message today. Okay.
Awesome. Very nice, Dax. So,
Right.
well, I didn't pull a card for the day ahead of time. I was kind of in a rush getting set up here today, but I can pull one now, and I'll pull one. I'll pull a card from my deck, the Angelic View Oracle cards. Let me just show everybody here. This is the deck, the Angelic View Oracle cards. And if you're interested in getting your own copy of this deck, you can also find out how to do that through my website as well, mariagmaas.com. And it's a 44 card deck. There's that number, 44, right?
Oh, wow.
And you also get a free guidebook and journal when you purchase the deck that you can download from my website. And let me just mention this. Dax, my friends, Chris and Jeannie, they've been my guests on the show, and they have metaphysical shops up in Stuart, Florida. My deck is now on sale again,
cool.
for a special price for the holiday seasons. If you're in the Stuart, Florida area and you'd like to get a copy of my deck, stop in Psychic and the Genie or Genie's Gems. Those are a couple of their stores. They're both located in Stuart, Florida, and ask for the Angelic View Oracle cards. They're on sale there for just $19.97. So that is a steal, and you still get that free guidebook and journal that you can download from my website after you purchase the deck, because there's a link, special link inside there, a card with information that tells you how to do that, how to get that. And when you buy it in the store, you get a free bag to keep your cards in. That comes with the organza bag, so you can do that. And again, that's at Psychic and the Genie or Genie's Gems, and they're located in Stuart, Florida. And they have beautiful shop, beautiful crystals, some of the most beautiful crystals I've ever seen they have on display there. Crystal singing bowls, all types of metaphysical supplies, books, decks, tarot decks, oracle decks, angel decks, anything. And they also do readings in the store. So it's a great place if you're live in that area, or if you're on vacation in that area. They have all kinds of other items too, besides metaphysical items, shirts and hats and all kinds of things, jewelry. Okay, so let's get a message from the angels today for everyone that's listening. Your guardian angel. Okay. And the card, it says on the bottom here, you're never alone.
You're never alone. Yeah.
So in addition to what Jack's the information he gave us today for the energy of the day and numerology, your guardian angel is watching over you, and your guardian angel is letting you know that no matter what, she always has your back. She or he, there really is no gender to angels. They have your back. Your guardian angel has your back. And never hesitate to ask your guardian angel for guidance or assistance on anything, no matter how big or how small. It doesn't matter. And they love when when you call upon them for help. That gives them
Mm.
the okay to go ahead and do what they can for you according to God's will. So it's a God-given gift from God to you as your guardian angel. So show your appreciation by calling upon them.
Yeah. And I'm checking the chat room before we go to calls, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow has a question in there. One of our frequent
Oh, yes, I heard you use
folks,
that name.
yeah, hanging out in the chat. And Yellow asks, do the angels see me having my own business in the near future?
Do the angels see her having her own business in the near future? Let's see. Um, they say, hello in the chat room. Well, if
Yeah.
it has to do with creative activities, this is the direction you should be going in. So
Mm.
anything, if you're doing stuff that's creative with this business, whatever it may be, something that you're, it doesn't have to be artwork. It could be artwork. Um, it could be writing. There's different ways that you can apply
Yeah.
creativity, fixing things. I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can apply creative activities, but you will be successful in that area. And it says spending time on creative activities can also help calm the body, mind, and spirit. So that helps get you in the zone to hear or feel or just know your angel's guidance. So
Yeah.
when
I got the 6 of Wands for Yellow. I mean, literally the success card, that six
awesome,
energy,
yes, it is.
So it's a big fat yes on that. And also they
Yes.
want to know, they want you to know, King of Cups, make sure you're not just doing something to do something. As far as your own business, it's got to be emotionally fulfilling. It's got to be emotionally fulfilling. So that's the message I got for Yellow. I just wanted to tag on to something you were saying, Maria, for Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different ways to be creative. And, you might not
Yeah.
be an artisan or an artist or a crafts person or something like that. But, even if you're, say, I don't know, setting up a Etsy store, Squarespace store, Shopify, maybe you're doing t-shirts and baseball caps and coffee cups, and you're putting images on them and everything and getting everything.
Mm-hmm.
That alone is creativity.
Creating a course is creativity.
Yeah, writing is creativity. There's so many
Writing,
things that are creative. When we say creative, we're not just talking about, you know,
cooking is
art.
creative.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things
You
people
can.
do with
That's why
that.
you could apply that to whatever it is. Like, and what you said, I think ties in well too with the King of Cups card.
Mm-hmm.
That what you get emotional fulfillment when you're being whatever way you're being creative that fulfills your spirit. That's the way you're going to be the most successful. And you did have the
Yeah,
success card, as Dax said. So yes.
yeah. Well, we're getting towards the bottom of the hour. Let's take a call or two before we go
Okay.
to announcements. Who's been waiting the longest here? Again, there's still time to call in. We may be able to get to you if you call in now, 714-816-4628. Area code 631
Oh,
is
that's from Long Island. I know that area code.
the
I lived in
first
Long Island
caller.
many
Yeah.
years.
Hello, 631. Are you there?
Oh, yes. How are you?
Great. What's your
Yes,
name,
I'm
hon?
from Long Island.
Long Island.
Yes.
Rose.
Rose on Long Island.
Yes.
Very good.
Nice.
Yes. I'm not sure if you can hear me well.
Yes.
I'm
You
at
sound
work.
great.
But...
You sound great. Go right
Oh,
ahead,
okay.
Rose.
I guess if you could pull a card, I guess, for career, or I don't know if you need a question, or just want to pull a card. I'm not sure.
No, but that's fine.
Yeah.
fine just as it is. Career for Rose from Long
Yeah.
Island.
Your
Okay.
camera's gone away, Maria.
Yes, I know. I turned it off for a second. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
shuffling my cards. I like to just focus
That's fine.
on what I'm
I
doing.
wasn't sure if there was a technical problem that I had to take care of.
No, 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 no. Don't you see the image of me on there though? I see it.
No, no,
Oh,
on my
oh,
yeah, because
oh.
I have what do they call it? They call it non-video participants don't show. I have it that setting, and I do that. The reason why I do that is because Mary and I are when we're doing the show on YouTube, both our cameras are on most of the time, or like one of them is. And when you shut off a cam, we all remember we're also dialed in simulcasting on the Psychic Talk Radio Network through Blog Talk. And so if I show non-video participants, which would be how it would show your picture,
Right.
what happens is it would show the telephone thing too, the telephone number thing, because
Okay.
we're dialed into the studio, so we don't want that to be on screen. So that's why I couldn't see your image there.
Oh, okay, because I had a little picture of me that
I know
shows up on my end.
I wish I could get away. If we don't call into the studio, we can do it. But I wish I could figure a way to do that. But I have not
That's
yet
all right.
that out.
That's okay.
So what did you get for Rose? Your question.
Okay, I pulled a few cards for her. I got the first one I came up with was the High Priestess. Okay, and the High Priestess.
Okay.
When I see the High Priestess, that's the psychic of the tarot. This card is reminding you to use your intuition because you're highly intuitive and you're not really making enough use of that. You really have resources to tap into with your intuition. It's very strong, bordering on psychic. So use that to your advantage. Okay. And then I also got the Six of Wands from the tarot. Okay. So if you use that to your advantage, it will lead you towards something successful. Okay. Because inside what your next best move is. You know it, you feel it. You may even get images in your mind's eye about it that come to you according to the angelic my cards, the Angelic B Oracle cards in your dreams. Okay. So when you're sleeping, your ego is at rest, your mind's at rest, and your angels can send you messages through your dreams. So, and it says right on the card, we bring you messages and guidance during your sleep. So, with that, and then I also pulled the card of education. So this indicates that the angels feel that you may need some further education, maybe whether it's reading a book, taking a mini course, just taking some time to hone your skills by studying up more.
Right. Those wonderful $10 courses on Udemy.
Or like my course or your course, Zach.
Yes, our courses as well.
Yeah, I saw those too. Yeah, I like taking classes. Yeah, we always have a lot, I always think we need to learn more things. I mean, it's always beneficial to do that. Well, that sounds good.
Yes.
Thanks
I'm
for
a
the call,
lifelong
Rose.
learner.
From Long Island, you're
Yes, right. From Long Island. I'm from Long Island originally as well.
Perfect first call because you did the show so many years from Long Island with me, and I
used to say from Long Island, New York.
yeah. Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your weekend, Rose. We got to move on. Let's see how many we can get in here. By the way, I'm not going to jump in on every question and every call. That way I can speed things. We can get through as many as we can.
Right.
However, I want to answer, I'll answer questions in the chat, for instance. We have Nancy in. We've got Michelle Metheny popping in. Hi, Michelle. I love it when our members show up. Nancy says, is the humanitarian organization and project I am committed to a good fit for me now and in the future. Okay, so quick answer. Absolutely. We're getting the wish fulfilled card, the 9 of Cups. This is I always say tarot is multi-layered. So there's a message here for you. There's a message here for uh the folks that you are affecting with this project, because there's going to be a lot of emotional fulfillment with the folks that you're working with. You're going to be really bringing comfort to a lot of people, but you are also going to be emotionally fulfilled. Remember I said this earlier, Maria,
Yes.
uh, being it was like the
King of
information.
Cups had come up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also the cards of the day and numerology of the day. uh,
Right.
it's got to be something you're emotionally fulfilled, and I feel like this is going to be that for you. And also I pulled the Lovers card, and so there you go, Major Arcana card. And remember I said I got the six, what was it, the Six of
Wands.
yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
is the Lovers card is a 6 card as well. So there's that success energy, also Hearth and Home as well. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the Lovers. You're literally going to love it. Okay, so that's message for Nancy in there. Michelle or anybody in the chat, if you got a question or you want us to pull a card, just pop it in there. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to the phone lines. Oh,
All right.
before we do that, real quick, Maria, because we're past the bottom of the hour, let's do the announcements real quick here.
Yes.
Couple of different things. We're going to talk about, some of the shows on the network, the Psychic Talk Radio Network. By the way, uh, that would be a great thing you could do, right, Maria? To start
Yes.
24, join us as a host. I was actually out of the blue contacted by somebody just literally a couple of days ago that wants to be a host on the network. So, hey, we're getting this new website and all, maybe we should expand the network again. So if you think that you enjoy doing this, being on the air and taking calls and things like that, and you want to promote your business, whether you're a reader or a tarot reader, an angel practitioner, hypnotherapist, whatever it is you do, you can be on Psychic Talk. I
Or you
mean,
just want to have fun.
mediumship. We used to have some great mediumship shows that we don't any longer on the network. We
Right.
love. Oh, and cat psychics or dog, animal psychics. Yeah,
Pet
that's what I
psychic.
meant.
Yep.
Pet psychics. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, we would love to have a pet psychic. And I wanted to mention, my regular show is Saturdays with my co-host Mary Brown. Mary has some things going on and has
Mm-hmm.
decided to take a sabbatical for the next couple of months. Now you're still going to see her popping in and out. In fact, Christmas Eve, I believe she's going to be on with Sharona as Sharona's guest on Magic Universe. That's the show that is opposite of Maria's show here on Sundays. And so you'll see her popping in there. She'll probably pop in the new year in January and stuff like that. But she's going on hiatus. And we didn't have the show yesterday, and that was because there are 5 Saturdays in December. And so we decided, hey, let's take the second off. I had a staff meeting to go to at the American Legion. So, why not take a breather? But then, come to find out she's going to take this sabbatical anyway. I'm not sure what's going on with our Saturday show right now. Now, I'm thinking of doing maybe some impromptu shows on different days of the week, not just Saturdays. I can do some solo shows. I'm also thinking of asking you, Maria, Sharona, Ellie, um, got my mind's blanking here, but all the Tarot Guild staffers,
Mm-hmm.
Pamela and Corby and everybody, ask everybody to maybe pop on a show with me as a guest,
Sure.
you know. So yeah, so that's a little. I just wanted to put that out there. What's kind of going on with the network and with Tarot Today Radio, this, and I got other things that I'm working on. And so it might be a time to maybe take a step back a little bit. Alternatively, Maria, hey, the name of the show is Tarot Today. I've often thought about just popping on every single day for, a half hour or an hour and doing a quick show every day for a while and see how that works, right?
Yeah,
So,
sure.
yeah, so we're going
See,
to do
see which is your popular day. Yeah.
yeah. And so we're going to do some, we're going to or just making it a daily show because it is Tarot Today. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, we're going to do some experimenting over the next couple of months because Mary, my permanent co-host, is, going to be on hiatus. So it's time to play with that. Okay, so that out of the way, I'll speed things up for the rest of the information. Of course, Magic Universe, that's going to be next Sunday, same bad time, same bad channel, December 10th. And Sharona has on the fabulous Amy Zerner and Monty Farber, and she's going to be talking about the enchanted world of Amy and Monty, and it's going to be really great. I can't wait for that show. And Angelic channel and healer Catherine Hanchi is continuing her series on community in December here on her Compassionate Light Friday show. And Friday, December 8th, specifically, the topic is being there for your community. So tune in on Friday. She does live free guidance as well. And then, of course, Maria will be back with the angelic view on the third Sunday. What is the third Sunday? I think that's the 17th, right?
The 17th, I believe. Let me double check my calendar. Yes, the 17th. You are correct.
Are we doing open lines again, or do you have a guest, or what are you doing?
No, I enjoy doing open lines. I like, I
Nice.
like just chit-chatting with you, all the different things that come up. And I like to do I like to take calls for readings. I enjoy doing that. So I don't want it to feel like like a course, like I have to have a topic. Plus, not only that, we get so many callers. If we
Yeah.
start having a topic, and then by the time we talk about the other things that we have going on, it takes up a lot of time. So I like to just do the calls. And I want to mention, Dax, you brought up Sharona's show and Catherine Hahn. I want to mention they are not just members of the Tarot Guild, but they're also
Mhm.
members of the International Association of Angel Practitioners, the I.A.A.P. So if you go to angelpractitioners.com and you click on membership benefits, you can see how you can become a member and what's involved in that. And you could also see a directory of angel practitioners. And you'll see all those who are certified through the I.A.A.P. And you'll also see the featured members. So like Sharona, for example, is a featured member. And all of these things help support doing these shows because everything costs money. So we have to have, some way to pay for the things that we're doing. And the I.A.A.P. Gold memberships directly support the Angelic View radio show. They're one of our sponsors, as is the Tarot Guild, for helping bring us on the air. And I want to mention today again, as Dax has up the banner here now for my Happy Holidays sale.
Yeah.
And the Certified Angel Practitioner course is now, for a limited time, just for the holiday season, the lowest price it's ever been is $44. And you can find out more about that on my website, mariagmaas.com, MariaGmaas.com. Or you can go over to angelpractitioners.com and find out about that.
Absolutely. Oh, and I want to mention lastly, now that we got all those other announcements out of the way, that the Tarot Guild we have our Cyber Week sale continuing. It's still going. So it started off with Black Friday, Maria. And of course, you want to do something with ridiculous, savings on Black Friday, right?
Exactly.
We took our lifetime membership at the Guild. We have an annual membership, $47 a year. It comes out to be what? Less than a Starbucks coffee. It's like $3.91 a month. And you get all of our live Q&As, free discussions, panel discussions, live workshops. It's all included. But we also have the lifetime membership, which is $297. Well, in that you get all of that same benefits as the annual plan, but you're also getting my course, which costs 209. We were talking about how we your course is 44, and we used to sell my course up there too, and currently it's 297, but you get it free with the lifetime membership. You also get your certification free. Certification is normally, as an annual premium member, it's 2 payments of 67 or 1 payment of 124. You get that included free as well. So the $297 lifetime membership, and plus you're paid up for life, no continuing recurring payments like you do with the annual membership, where it's $47 every year. You pay the $297, it's paid up. Well, for Black Friday, we put it on sale 75% off. You're saving, I think, around $219. It's only $78. And I wonder where I got that number from, right? The number
Right.
of cards in the tarot deck. So one payment of $78, you save $219. It's 75% off. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And you'll have to make this one payment. You're paid up for life, and you can join us on the guild. You'll get your lifetime membership status. You'll get into the lifetime membership private group, your certificate, my course, your certification. And of course, all year long, we put on workshops, Q&As, panel discussions about, the reading tarot, but the business of tarot, because we're a guild. And so I just wanted to say that, we did that on Black Friday, and then, there's Cyber Monday. So we kept the sale going. And I noticed now, a lot of people are doing the Black Friday, not on just Black Friday, but they start a week ahead. Well, now, they started with that Cyber Monday thing years back, Maria, and now they've stretched that out the other direction and called it Cyber Week. So
Cyber Week, yes.
so we are on the bandwagon with Cyber Week, and I don't know when I'm going to take this down, because I've had people signing up for this like you would not believe. They love this, because we've never had this cheap. I mean, for $78, you're paid up for life, no annual payments or monthly payments. Everything's included. So jump on that, go over to thetarotguild.com, our main website for the guild, and you'll see this banner. Just click on it and grab that. Awesome. Okay, so I just wanted to fill everybody in on.
You know what I wanted to mention too, Dax, with my course, the Certified Angel Practitioner course, just because the title of the course is the Certified Angel Practitioner, certification is optional.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Course is an excellent foundation course for anyone that wants to learn how to bring the angels into their life and work. It's a great course for personal enrichment as well, and it's very easy to follow, very digestible, and you can check out the whole course outline by going to my website, mariagmaas.com, and if you click on the button that comes up on the homepage, Certified Angel Practitioner Course, you can check out the whole course outline and see what is actually included in the course. And
awesome.
If you want to find out more about the I.A.A.P and the Certified Angel Practitioner course and other things, just go to angelpractitioners.com, and all those links are in there as well.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the phone lines, and when I was talking about experimenting with tarot today, that's another thing too, is like the shows are only supposed to be an hour, but sometimes we go over, and
Right.
I'm also going to experiment with that. Like if I have a ton of callers and I'm just doing one of these experimental impromptu daily tarot today, whether it's just me, or maybe Ellie's with me, or you're with me, or someone, Sharona, we may just go shorter or longer, depending.
It's nice to be flexible.
Yeah, I like being flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who's been waiting the longest? It looks like area code 630.
Okay.
Caller, are you there? 630. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, 630. Oh, They might have fallen asleep.
Maybe.
Okay, let me try bringing their mic
All
live
right.
again. I think there was a problem with the
Hello?
switchboard. Are
Oh,
you
there, we
there?
didn't lose her.
Oh, good. What's your name, hon? Where are you
I'm
calling from?
here. Hi. My name
Hi.
is Dion. Thank you for taking my call. I'm
Okay,
in North
Dion.
Carolina.
Awesome.
North Carolina. Okay, what can we do for you?
Can I just get a general? Can I get a general? I just want to see
Sure.
what's coming up for me.
Just what the angels want you to know right now that's in your highest good. How about that?
Yes, please.
Okay, certainly. Okay. Well, from the tarot cards, I got the Six of Swords for you. And, if you've been seeking help from anyone and feeling like reluctant about asking for help that you might need with something, a lot of times there are certain people that they feel like they always have to be the helpers, and then when they need something, they are reluctant to reach out to friends or family or whoever may be able to give them some assistance with whatever it might be. The angels are letting you know, don't feel that you always have to be the helper. Don't, sometimes we all need a helping hand, and don't be afraid to reach out. And especially don't be afraid to reach out to your angels, because they're always there to help you. There's no problem that's too big or too small. And then from my deck, from the Angelic View Oracle cards, one of my favorite cards is Spend Time in Nature. This is actually a photograph that I took in my backyard here, where I live in Southwest Florida. It was
It's
a
gorgeous.
beautiful sunset one evening, and it says, "Slow down and take time to just be." So I feel like, the angels are they're saying that, you're doing so much. Take time for self. Take time to relax. Take time to just go out and enjoy your neighborhood, enjoy taking a walk, maybe go sitting in a park or something, or in your own yard, wherever it may be, and just be one with nature. Relax and enjoy the peace that nature can provide for us, and that's going to open you up and make you more receptive to angelic guidance and assistance.
Oh, I like that. Slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Take time. Well, I hope that helped you out, Dion.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks for
welcome.
the call.
Appreciate
Yep.
it.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Angel blessings.
So the next callers up on deck are 929, area code 929 and area code 305. And we got a bunch more after that. So hang on, everybody, though. I'm going to answer a question, Maria,
Okay.
in the chat real quick for Michelle, one of our I think, Michelle, are you a lifetime member? I think you're a lifetime member. If not, you should be. Just kidding. Anyway, but no, I think she is. This is the message. She just asked for a general. Oh, I did want to mention Nancy that I had the message for. She said, you confirmed my feelings for the Project Dax. Thank you.
Very good.
Joe Beth just came into the chat. Hi, Joe Beth. If you have a question or you want us to just pull a card for you, just go ahead and type that in the chat. So Michelle asks for just a general reading, Maria. And what I'm getting for her, okay, a couple of things. First of all, the Justice card. If there's anything been going on with you, Michelle, lately, I'm feeling something. I'm trying to see what this feeling is. It's feeling like, something financial, or, but might have to do with something legal or the courts or something like that, but the message coming through is justice is going to be served. But also I got the Empress card, and remember the 3 energy today. It's December 3rd. It's creativity and communication. Okay. And the Empress is, that's about manifesting something, the message coming through is that you want to go forward with that, Michelle, your creative endeavors. All right. And then also the other part of that is from the moon card I'm getting, you're going to get some answers from your subconscious and your higher self through the dreamscape. So if you haven't been working with your dreams recently, that's what the message is to get back into that. Let's go to the phone lines again. And let me look. Is one of our lines open? Because I'm hearing like some tingling background noise, almost like silverware.
Oh, you
Is
know
that?
what? It's a wind chime
Oh, it's
in
your
the room.
chime.
That's what
Oh,
you're hearing.
I thought, you know what I thought it was, Maria? I thought Artie was back there eating, and
Oh no, no, no. Oh yeah, I could see how that could sound like
yeah, it's
a
like
fork
ching.
hitting a plate or something.
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
it
there it
sounds
goes
like.
again. It's the wind chime.
Yes. So as promised, 929 is next. And 305, you're on deck. 305, get ready. Area code 929. Caller, what's your name? Where are you
Hello.
calling?
Hey, this is Stacy. I'm calling from New York City.
Stacy from New York. Awesome.
Hey, how are you?
Great. What do you want to talk about with me and Maria?
Hi, Maria. How are you?
Hi, I'm very well. How are you today,
I
Stacy?
love her accent. It's great.
Yes.
I'm from Philly, but I shred the I shred. I shed it I shed it the what did I just say?
Accent.
The
The
accent
accent.
because I've been on this side of the country for 40 years now. And you know how California, but especially Arizona, the reason why all the call centers are in Arizona and Phoenix and Tucson is because we have a very neutral, there's no accent here in Arizona.
Mm.
It's just straight American English. And yeah, I lost it, but every once in a while there's a little something like occasionally the way I say water, instead of saying water, I'll say water. Because in Philly, we used to go, get me some water, or go down to the creek instead of the creek, things like that. So, Stacy, what's your question for us?
Yes. So, I'm preparing for 2024, and my goal is to try to get a new job. I would say in the month of January, which I think will happen. Just
Awesome.
wanted to see what your take is.
Sure. And, I don't even need cards for that. I have a really strong feeling that
Mm.
you
Mhm.
you know this is going to happen, and you even know it's going to be January. What I want to ask you is, there something else around this that you're wondering? Like, what's the real question, as opposed to, am I going to get? Yes, you're going to get a job. But what's the real question? I feel, Maria, like
Ah,
there's Stacy's got more here.
oh, you know what? I was thinking of this, like, because I don't know. Okay, I don't know if it's just my imagination. Do you see me, not now, but I would say like later in the future, do you see me auditioning for like a reality TV show? Although it may not be long term, but do you see me on a reality TV show?
Interesting. Well, let me pull cards on
Yes.
Maria. You already got cards going. I see there. So you
Yes, I do. Um, I pulled the two cards I pulled. I pulled the Seven of Pentacles from my tarot deck. Okay, and I also pulled the Ask Us Anything card from my deck, the Angelic View Oracle cards. Okay, um, the Seven of Pentacles shows here. I felt that was the whole energy, like what Dax was saying. There's something, more that I'm questioning here. And do you are you feeling like there's been as far as preparation for this, that there's been some stones that maybe have or haven't been left unturned? How do you feel? Do you feel prepared for this? That's what I want to ask you. Do you feel that you have prepared for this? And
I
the
have,
aim. Go
I
ahead.
no, go ahead. I was going to
No, no,
prepare
go
in
ahead. Answer
2024.
that, please. Do you feel you have prepared for it?
Right at this particular moment, no, but I feel that once I get this new job, I will prepare for the next 6 to 8 months. I will prepare for it.
Okay. So that is part of the answer right there. And the other part is ask us anything from the angels. So the angels are saying you can ask the angels anything. Nothing is too big or too small. Now, I've said that a few times today, but now I actually pulled the card for you that says it. And it shows you the bird flying in high in the sky, spreading his wings. And this is telling you to spread your wings and fly. Go for what it is that you want that is going to have you feel fulfilled. But make sure that you feel prepared, because that is going to make it all the more successful. If you feel, okay, I am ready for this. I have done everything that I need to do to prepare myself. I am ready to rock and roll. That's your message from the angels.
Oh, I want to piggyback on that, Maria, because
Go ahead.
That's exactly what I was going to say, because I'm getting the Seven of Swords here. And specifically, I'm pulling cards on the other portion of the question. And she was asking about the reality TV show. I feel like there's stuff in the background, hidden stuff, with this Seven of Swords. And so to piggyback on what you said, Maria, do your research. Be very, very careful. I think, it's not obvious some of the downsides of going on a reality TV a lot of the time. And there is a possibility, from what's showing up here, that there could be something. So, do your research, do your due diligence. That's what, this is a 7 energy. That's what 7 is in numerology. See,
right.
It's about doing the research. All right. Then I'm also getting, will you get on? Yeah, I think so. I'm getting the 5 of the Hierophant, which is a 5 card, that 5 energy. To me, this is the powers that be. This is is Simon gonna let you on, kind of thing, and but the devil's in the details, and I got the devil card, which this is about attachments. All right. So again, do the research and don't be attached to it happening a specific way. Don't be attached to a specific show. Be more open. Let the universe, yeah. And the other thing is the Fool card. Literally, in order to do reality TV, you have to literally go for it. You have to, take the leap of faith. That's what the Fool card is. Jump off the cliff there and hope that you learn to fly on the way down. And
I want to add something when you're done. Go ahead.
I'm done. Go.
Okay. I keep getting the number 11 flashing in my mind's eye. Does number 11 mean anything to you specifically, Stacy?
The number 11.
Yeah.
Number 11.
My birthday is.
It's the Master Illuminator.
The number 11.
I'm sorry, what was that?
My birthday is August 12th.
Okay. The number 11 has to do with enlightenment. It's a very highly spiritual number. It's one of the master numbers. Okay. So how I interpret it is that the angels are telling you to really keep focused on positive thoughts, because the energy around you is very highly charged right now. So keep your thoughts towards this positive. That's another reason that's going to reinforce the card that I drew for you, which was the 7 of. There was another 7. Dax had a 7, but I had the 7 of Pentacles.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
another one
about. Just do you feel prepared for this? Because if you don't feel prepared, your thoughts may be, you might not realize it, but subconsciously you're sending out negative thoughts because maybe you don't feel prepared. So that's why you want to absolutely feel prepared before you indulge yourself in these things and go with these endeavors. So make sure that you feel prepared. And keep in mind, the number 11 is enlightenment. It's a spiritual number. And if you happen to see the number 11 or 1111 is even a higher
I saw that
vibration of
earlier.
that number, keep, if you're focusing on something that, that you need guidance on, whether it's this or anything else, the number 11 popping up randomly in different places is going to let you know, okay, well, pay attention to your thoughts because you are drawing what you are concentrating on to yourself, and thoughts are highly charged at this time.
Awesome. I hope that helped you
Okay.
out, Stace.
That helps out wonderfully. I will call you
Call
guys
us
back.
back.
I'm going to do some research,
Yep.
and
Let
then
us
I'll tell you
know.
what this
Okay.
reality TV show is about. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So then
Stace. And
okay.
and even if you're on
Okay.
even if you're aiming on for that very specific show, that's fine. But don't be tied down to it has to happen a particular way. So
Yeah,
enjoy the
timing
rest.
could be involved with 11 as well. Timing could be involved with 11.
Right,
It could be
right.
11 months, the 11th of a month, the month of November. I mean, there's
Yeah.
different ways you can take that 11.
Yeah, and let me jump in real quick. We just lost a caller. I
Oh, shoot.
was just about to. I can't remember what it was. Area code 305, maybe.
I see a 305 on there.
Oh, did they call back in? Okay, I think I don't know if they got hung up on or something. I was going to say call back in and we'll go right to you because you were next. Because I was about to hit 305, Maria, and they dropped off.
I
By the
think
way,
they did.
by the way,
Because they're back.
and I want to announce 216, you are on deck for next. 305 will be before you. That'll be the very next one. Did want to pop over and check the chat here. So Michelle said, thank you very on the information I gave her for that general. And let's see, that's it in the chat. So if there's anybody in the chat, if you're watching us and you're in the chat room on YouTube, go ahead and pop your question and say, please pull a card for me if you want something general. If you have a specific question, just type it in. Otherwise, you can also call into the show, of course, 714-816-4628. Let's bring on 305. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, what's your name,
Yes.
hon?
Are you able to hear me? My name is Diana. I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. And
Fort
it's
Lauderdale.
Deanna? Do you say it like that? Instead of
Correct.
Diana, it's like
Yes.
Deanna? Excellent. Okay,
Yes,
go ahead.
that's correct.
Go ahead. What can we do for
my
you?
question is for Maria. Sorry? I didn't understand what you just said.
We were just saying, go ahead with your question.
Thank you. My question is for Maria, and I'd like to know, generally speaking, if I'm going to have to move or if I can stay where I am.
Let's see what we get. Let's see, Angels, should Deanna move? I'm getting the feeling for a move. I'm just getting that feeling before I even pull the cards. Let's see what comes up in my Angel Oracle deck for Deanna regarding a move. Okay. So I got 2 of Wands from my tarot deck. Okay. I feel there's going to be a move coming because if you just look at this card, the figure in the card, he's holding the globe in his hand and he's looking out across to the water. So it's like he may be contemplating travel of some sort. And 2s are about making decisions. So if this is something you've been thinking about, what should I do about this? I feel like they're leaning towards making a decision to make a move. Okay. And from my deck, the Angelic, the Oracle cards, what we were just talking about a few minutes ago, I happen to pull the card now with the angel
I
number
love those
1111. Yeah, so as that energy was leading up, it connected to the last caller and it connects to this caller. That's why I was seeing the 11 in my mind's eye, and it was coming up now. I'm sorry?
May I interrupt you for a second? I am an 11. Actually, was born last month, November. And
Okay.
11 is always very prominent for me. As far as the 2 of Wands, whenever I see that card, it reminds me of Christopher Columbus.
Yes. So see, so now this card is, that number is very connected with you. That's a sign that your angels use to let you know things, and it's a meaningful number in your life. So the message on the card says, pay attention to these repeating numbers. Repeating ones are a reminder to keep your thoughts positive. You attract what you focus your thoughts on the most, like I was explaining before to the previous caller. So I'm glad you're aware of that already. So the 1111 or just 111, or a lot of ones showing up, and 11 in pairs or quadruples. Pay attention to that, because that is letting you know if you're on the right track. It's reminding you that your thoughts are highly charged, and you want to attract positive things to yourself. I want to tell you, don't be afraid to adapt to change. That's what the angels are telling me as well. And I feel like there's going to be a decision to be made, and I feel like it may be going with that move.
Okay, hope that helped you,
When,
Deanna. Thanks for the call.
Thank you,
can you
Deanna.
tell me when do you see this happening? Oh,
Um,
okay. You
Do you have a when for Deanna?
a when.
I can pull a timing card.
You could pull a timing card if you like. Yeah, that wouldn't hurt. I'm getting the I just pulled the card of the Queen of Cups, and that's the Scorpio energy. Okay, so Scorpio is October, November again, right? Scorpio is in October, November.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
The
And
11.
the 11th month. So again, that number 11 being important. It could be 11 months. It could be the 11th of a month. It could be October, November time period.
And I got the Ace of Wands, which when I first got that and looked at it, what popped in my head was, one, the beginning of the year, January 1, so it's somewhere in the next few weeks, even possibly. So anyway, just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, Scorpio is late October, the second half of October, and then going into November. So like that time.
Okay, so let's see. I forgot to mention something, Marie. I want to mention real quick. I'm going to pop up the Cyber Week banner again, because when you go to thetarotguild.com and you'll see this Cyber Week banner, click on it. Not only on that page is not only the sale for the lifetime membership, but I wanted to mention that you can also book a reading with me for half price. So instead of $99.99, it's $49.99. So you're getting $50 off on that. So I just want to mention that real quick, Maria. Just go over to thetarotguild.com and you can grab that special. I guess we have.
If folks want to book a private reading with me too, they could go to my website, mariagmaas.com, and my whole schedule comes up, and you can choose whatever is convenient for you.
Okay. And I just we do have some more callers. We're gonna go to 216, but real quick, let me check the chat, because I thought I saw someone new come in. See, Jo Beth came in, but she didn't ask a question yet. Abhishek is in there. Can I get him any reading? Oh, how will my December be? Okay, let's answer that real quick. His December. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. So again, with the sixes, which is the success number, folks. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So this often comes up when there's a windfall. That could be something in December, maybe for the holidays. Maybe Santa is bringing you something good, but it's also what you're putting out to other people, so you could be both the receiver down here, but you could also be the merchant up here giving out the alms to the poor. You could be, it could be about figuring out what you're giving as gifts and things like that, so it's kind kind of both ways there. So that's what I got for you. All righty. So what do you think, Maria? One more call here before we
Sure.
call it quit. Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry.
Sure.
It's it's 1:14 now, and I haven't had lunch yet, so I need to get.
Lunchtime.
Let's see. So it was area code 216 was next. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 216.
This is Desmond. I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Did you say Jesse?
Desmond.
Oh, Desmond. Okay, yeah. We're having trouble a little bit
Yes.
with our phone lines today. I've noticed that a couple of the callers, Maria, have been really muffled. It's hard to hear.
Yes. Yeah, I did too.
What do you want to chat about, Desmond?
If you could give me a general reading or whatever comes up in the cards.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see what Maria is getting.
Yes, let's see what I get for Desmond. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna cut the cards. I feel like I want to cut them. There we go. Ah, I think good things are coming up for Desmond. Okay, I got the Ace of Cups from my tarot deck, and that's blessings overflowing. So your angels want you to know that they're sending you blessings. God, that's the hand of God reaching out, offering you blessings from above. So just be open to receiving. Let them know that you're open to receiving their blessings. And from my deck, the Angelic View Oracle cards, I pulled the angel number card 888. Okay, so eights are about abundance. Okay, and the message on the card says seeing repetitive patterns of eights are a sign that abundance can be yours. Keep honing your skills. What you put your loving energy into brings you great rewards and good karma. So Desmond, it looks like good things are coming up for you. Just be open to receiving. Okay, because a lot of times people they're better at giving than receiving. They want you to be open to receiving.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Angel blessings.
Angel blessings, Desmond, and for the holidays as well, for the holidays.
Yeah.
I did want to mention something. You had the eights coming up, and I've had some coming up. I wanted to mention, hey, we are almost into 2024. The energy is going to change because it's 2024. It's 2, 2, that's 4, and 4 and 4, 8. So it's going to be an 8 universal, or sometimes they say world year number. 8, but it's that double structure energy, which is what I was talking about today. Our entire date today, December 3rd, 2023, reduces to 4. Okay. So as we get a little closer, and then also when we get into the new year, I'm going to be talking a lot about personal year numbers on the shows. I'm going to be talking about what that 8 energy means for 2024. But making it simplistic, it's the number of abundance. So it is possible to have a very abundant year next year for all of us. For all of it, it's the world year number. We're all under that energy. Now we each have our own individual personal year we're in, which is that world year number plus our attitude number. And the attitude number is simply the month and day you were born reduced to a single digit. So you can figure out what personal year you're in, and we'll go more in depth in that on another show. Maybe when are we coming back here, Maria? Your next show is the 17th.
Sunday, December 17th, live at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about the world year energy of 8 and how to calculate your personal year number. And
that sounds fun. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
I was just reading up about that recently, about the personal year number, because I remembered I had to do it for a while, and then I hadn't, did that in a while, and I'm like, I forgot. What did you exactly add to that? So that would be a great refresher, because I know the year energy. You add up the year. And then I couldn't remember what you had to do to get the personal year. And I looked it up, and I was playing around with that. And that was just a few days ago, but I've already forgotten how to
Yeah.
do it. So I
And
need
so,
another refresher on that.
plus
But
it's
me
cool.
with numbers,
We can
you
tell
know.
everybody, and then, but I'll actually, take something from my course. I will give out the free cheat sheet for you
Mhm.
on personally your numbers. And and plus all of our callers and people in the chat next the Sunday after this
Mhm.
back on, I'll give you the cheat sheet. And then on top of that, when you call in or in the chat, I can do your personal year number. And just to give you a quick example, I was born 6 months, 16th day. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, this is how numerology works. The 16th day, 1 plus 6 is 7. That's why
Mhm.
I have the 7 energy. That's why I'm curious, want to learn everything. It's the spirituality number. It's why I'm into tarot, numerology, sacred geometry, even hypnosis and everything like that is all in.
Mhm.
And then you take that plus the if you take 6 plus 16 and do it that way, you get 22, which is the master builder number. And that further reduces 2 plus 2 to 4. So my attitude is a 4. And as an example, what's a 4? Well, we talked about structure, right?
Structure. Yes.
So Mary, my co-host from Tarot Today, she's a life path 4. I'm an attitude 4. And people that have 4 energy, we like the structure. So we like things that make sense, so structure, like building websites and the things that I do,
Right.
but architects and all that kind of thing, anything where you're planning
Mhm.
out, um, even landscaping where you're planning it out and everything and doing,
Mhm.
but also people that work in the government and especially the military, police or military. And both Mary and I were in the military, and so
Yes.
now you're starting to see how it works, folks. Well, then you take
Yeah.
that 4 energy and you
Mhm.
add it to the world year number. So it's 4 plus 8, 12. This is all elementary math, folks. 1 plus
Right.
2 is 3. So I'm going into a personal year of 3 in a world year of 8. So for me this year, it's all about, and it's a 3 day. So I already explained all this in the beginning of the show. 3 is
Mhm.
creativity and communication. So it's all about me being, keeping an eye on the communication, communicating more, and being more creative, and just letting the creative juices flow, leading to abundance, the 8 in 2024. So there's an example of
Huh.
how to calculate your personal year number, what it means, why it means that, what it means in reference to the world year number, and we'll go over it all on the 17th.
It's so great that you could remember how, all these formulas. Like
Oh yeah.
fine with the basic numerology. I know the meanings of the basic numerology. I'm fine with the angel numbers. They show me a lot of numbers in my mind's eye, like they did for that caller earlier, and then I went and pulled the card that had that number. So I get all that. But when it comes to all these calculations for these different things, I forget the formulas. I always have to go back and look that up. How do you calculate this
Right.
or that? Yeah,
And
that's the part I forget.
when you take my course, it's tarot and numerology. And what we do is we break the
Right.
tarot up into the constituent numbers, so there is a structure to it. I find it easier, and a lot of my students find it easier to learn tarot this way. But you're also
Mhm.
learning the numerology, and
Right.
you start memorizing these things where you don't even need to put it down on a piece of paper anymore. It just pops in your head, and it's
Mhm.
elementary math. But for some of this stuff, you actually need a calculator because of the size of the numbers. But once you've been working with numerology for a while, you start doing roundabout
Mhm.
math where you're just like, okay, that number and this in, and and you're able to do it a lot faster without a calculator too,
Nice.
by just studying this stuff. It's so much
It's
fun.
fascinating, all
We're
of
gonna
it, how
have
it
so
all works
much fun.
together.
Don't forget, you get
Yeah.
my course free. Don't pay the $297. You can get it free for $78 right now when you join the guild. Just get it free and go through all this. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention before we go off the
Yeah.
air here, we're at the end of the show, folks.
Mhm.
I wanted to mention that I was promoting the show, and I was talking about, hey, we're going to talk about tarot and angels and numerology. And for the longest time, I have not, thought a lot about angel numbers. And that just popped in my head. And this is how synchronistic our shows are and fantastic it is. And the universe is on our side, because I'm sitting there going, okay, how how can I bring that up on the show, to talk, how can I bring up angel numbers? And literally, angel numbers have come up what, 5, 6, 7 times on the show organically.
Mhm. Yeah, even besides me pulling them from my deck, I mean, just, I was getting numbers flashed in my
Yeah.
mind's eye,
And then right before the show, I
yeah.
saw I happened to glance up, and it's like 11:11 on my clock.
There you go. And I saw the 11 in my mind's eye, because it's a different time here. I'm in a different time zone than you.
Time zone, yeah.
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 So,
Well,
and
thanks to all of our
then
callers.
the next card was 1111. Crazy.
We have great callers. We have great people in the chat. Thanks everybody for being in there.
And I want to remind everybody, please visit my website. Check out all of the things. I couldn't possibly begin to tell you all the things that I have on there. Go to mariagmaas.com, mariagmaas.com. Don't, if you're interested in learning about angels, now's the time to grab this course, because it will not be this low again after the holidays. Just $44. And
just like our
yes.
sale, $78, and it's normally $297. I mean, 75% off. It's not going to be that low, folks.
No.
Get on it while you can get on. Grab that deal. I did want to mention that, of course, next Sunday it'll be Sharona, and she's got Amy Zerner and Monty Farber on. Fantastic. I've been following them for like 20 some years or something. And then also I wanted to mention, okay, my Tarot Today show on Saturday. I had already mentioned that Mary is on sabbatical. So
Right.
I am at this point, I cannot tell you whether there'll be a show on Sunday. I mean, on Saturday, next Saturday. I think I may continue the hiatus for me as well, because she's on hiatus. I got a lot of stuff to do. Oh my God, the Christmas decoration,
Please.
the gifts, all that stuff, and and plus I'm had mentioned earlier in the show that I'm doing this whole new thing with the websites and building a new website for Psychic Talk, for Tarot Guild, for my American Legion post. It's like, oh my God, there's so much.
Yes.
But we'll be here on Sundays, so Sharona Rapsic, Magic Universe next Sunday, and Angelic View, Marie G. Moss will return on the 17th. So goodbye, everybody.
Yes, bye, everyone.
Bye, Maria.
Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Angel blessings.
It was a great show. A lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
Bye, everyone.
.90 seconds.
Wow.
Thank you.